Alright, hello everybody and welcome on back to Minecraft Oasis Season 3 on this fine Sunday. Our Lord's holy day, Lord Spaghetti Monster. No, I'm just kidding, I don't know. I'm talking a lot today about fixing issues. And I wanted to start off this this video being like, oh, abortion. We could fix it with raising money for healthcare. And raising money for healthcare we can achieve by taxing or collecting outstanding tax debt from people that are dodging their taxes. Not even the people that are. I'll have to listen to it again, but there was this podcast. It was an hour-long podcast. I mean, it took a bit. It took some dedication to listen to it. That's why I want to make these videos short and then like chop some shorts from them, But like worst case, it is just like a few hours of yeah. But anyways, to the point, taxing the people that if everybody just paid their fair share, then all of the social programs would be funded, and nobody would have to worry about. It would alleviate a lot of the taxes, even on the lower middle classes, like the pressures. There'd be a lot less crime, a lot less desperation, a lot less. All of these good, amazing things just being prevented because people don't want to pay their fair share. And now, and that's one thing that I don't like about Trump. Oh, come on, what's going on, you two? Oh, so I need to. Sorry, what that means. Oh well, no. What we can do is we can go this way. They're being pulled down. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna push them out of it. There's a magma block in here somewhere, I feel like, and they gotta be pushed away. Okay, now. Why are you struggling so bad with this? Okay, I feel like I'm gonna have to like. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Anyways, so and that's just one thing. I mean, the cost of things. Like, how much does it cost? Because if everything was free or funded, or if that friction was removed, then a lot of these climate initiatives would be just fine. And in fact, a lot of the other initiatives would be just fine. Education. Not to toot my own horn, but my company is working to provide laptops, old work laptops that, they're still good. I mean, they still work. I mean, just, ethic or like, sorry, how do I say that? Being able to securely wipe them to where they can be donated to places like local mental health facilities like Summit Stone here in Fort Collins. And yeah, and I'm already talking to them about doing just that. And so that'll get them to the people that can use them most. Usually it's people facing criminal charges or on probation or going through a mental health crisis or, going through a divorce or a breakup or, yeah, mental health crisis. All of the different reasons. Substance abuse, substance use, like, well, abuse is where it starts becoming a problem. Just to clarify that there. I mean, even though, yes, there's a lot of illegal substances out there, and yeah, you don't want to be out there doing those, but at the same time, getting punished for doing that is often way worse than the actual substance itself. Because then you find yourself needing a new job, new home, new this, new that, kids and everything if kids are involved. Anyways, the point is now with the creation of Red Key USB, it's a flash drive that it erases a computer. It wipes it more securely than DoD standards. So Department of Defense, that's the U.S. military. It does it better than DoD standards. So it's actually the new NIST standard is what the standard is that they do all their wipes. And I asked them about that too because I was wiping computers and I did it with this one wipe and it seemed pretty quick, and I know there was a ton of options. And so I asked them, I was like, so hey, is all, and they said yes, every one of our wipes is surpasses DoD standards. So that's why they don't even use the DoD standards anymore. It's now the NIST standard. I just like saying DoD because that's like, to at least people here in America, that's like, whoa, that's serious business. That's like life or death. So they know what they're doing basically, and there's a lot of money backed in that with DARPA and our military budget and all that, which is still going on. But I mean, at least now, NIST means that it's the. Oh wait, is NIST still American? I wanted to say it was like international. And where are we going? Is this even the right village? Yes, yes. There's the giant trees. Sorry, I was like, for a second there, I wasn't recognizing it. And oh, this cross, this crucifix. we're going to go ahead and take away the crucifix because that is still uncomfortable to some people. I mean, religion has been very traumatic to some people, my family included. Like, I have relatives that grew up in Catholic schools and had very, very bad experiences. So, and just like depression, shame, guilt, alcoholism, all of that, it ran pretty rampant in my family. And so, and I don't appreciate that with Christianity. Now, that's all fine. You go ahead and believe what you want, but until it starts hurting or impacting others, that's when I have a problem with it. And that goes for all religions and all beliefs. Now, let's make it to where I can actually find this place. Ooh, 35. Alright, well, we just know it's over here. Maybe I'll adjust that later, but for now, we need to get sticks and a ladder, and we have sticks and... Can I build a ladder on the fly? No, I cannot, fashion some sticks together. I need a crafting table. Well, okay. I only need a few. Okay. So, yeah, just communication. And so getting laptops to people that could use them is of great help, or even just like setting up a facility of dedicated laptops to service of people, like the library. That was going to be my first um, where I was going to try to approach to be like, hey, I got these laptops. Because first we had to wait till the red key USB got in, and then they sold out, and I'm still waiting on my personal one. Because I did a backer thing with them, so technically I'm a small time investor too. Not that I care, and any money that I make off of it is going to go right back into the Ace Ventura concept. How it's like he's going to help every single animal he can. I'm going to help every single person I can, but within reason, without putting myself out. I'm still going to live a happy, healthy, comfortable life, but make it to where as many other people can as well. And small things, and I feel like that's one of the biggest things that, like, with Christianity, which is kind of wrong. Like, yes, you don't want to boast about your achievements too much, but at the same time, it needs to be known. Otherwise, it's harder for more of them to happen. Like, if you're going to be a role model, you need to encourage positive behavior. And yeah, people are going to make mistakes. It's almost important to see the negative things too. Also, I just realized all these rabbits. Oh, we should do carrots and a rabbit. We should save them before. Oh, these cats are going to kill all of these poor bunnies. That's okay. We can get more over there. But anyways, um, and just like that, I forgot what I was talking about. But problem solving, that's always a good place we can keep coming back to. So we've got our pillars out there. We've got how much hides? We have one worth. If we get carrots, we still have the bone meal. Let's actually build a crafting table and put it closer so we don't have to keep going to the glass factory. Alright. This will be our crafty island. I'm still going to put it up high because, well, we need some chests, maybe like two of those, and one of those. Yeah, all that's fine. This is good, so we have two of those. Okay. Alright. Oops. Ah! Wait, what was that? Jeez. Wait, what happened to my... I only got one. Alright, well, there. So now we can take that off whenever we want, and it's just like the lectern. Only now it's a green glass, and like, yeah, so... I need to make two more books like that. Well, really just one for now. But and then, yeah, just do the pillars of common sense, or the pillars of human decency. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I think our founding politicians, there you go. Our founding politicians had it right on the nose where you need to have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those are unalienable rights to every human being. And the way that they phrased it, they said something like, "We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal." And they meant humans, but it sounds like men, only men. And that's why I've been proposing to say He-Man. I know it sounds silly, or something like He-Man and woman, or like He-Man and woman. Don't even like emphasize the He-Man. That way, men can refer to men and women, like humans. Oh, what's up, man? It could be a guy or gal. Like, basically, you could still have the other words for identifiers. It doesn't mean they have to go away, but you could also improve, enhance the English language by doing simple linguistic tricks like that. So, anyways. Oh, and we do have an accidental patriarchy. I mean, that's just the thing. Like, we have an accidental, mostly accidental, I say, because I feel like along the way there are several situations where men could have totally spoken out for women and helped them out. I mean, women didn't even get the right to vote until like the 40s or 50s, maybe even 60s. Oh, my mom would be so mad that I don't remember that off the top of my head, but it's true. It's like, just last century, women got the right to have a say in the government. And then just 2.5 centuries ago, this country was started. So, I mean, when you look at that, the grand scheme of things, things are happening very quick, and we're going to get it figured out. We're going to keep fixing things. We're going to slip up, because that's human nature. But in the end, we're going to get there. So, and it's not going to be the end. I mean, it's just going to be the end of an age, or the end of an era, or the end of a grouping of time. Like a decade or a generation is kind of more, because then it's more like a generational, or sorry, a general grouping of years. Wow, I'm really struggling with that word salad. So, anyways, my point is chin up, Buttercup. It's gonna be okay. But we still need to fix the other things, and quickly too, because I mean, well, depression and suicide are big concerns here. And oh, those aren't carrots. Do I have any carrots? Yes. Oh no. Okay, so 3 carrots, and then okay, it's not the best way to go about it, but I'm thinking beetroot needs to go on its own side. So this will now be the beetroot. Or actually, so this could be wheat and then carrots, wheat, carrots, really, and then beetroot, potato, if and I get a potato. I don't know. And even then, as you just saw, there's a farmer that might come and mess everything up. Okay, beetroot. So let's make it closer to where we're at. You get out of here, sir. We don't want you around here. You're gonna harvest my vegetables, my crops. Out of here, please. Go. Oh no. Did you just? No, sir. There. And I think that's actually all you need. And then you, out of here. You are out of here. Alright, you know what? Get out of here. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. A little bit of violence, but otherwise, if he stays over here, he's just going to keep messing with the crops. Now, ooh, that needs to be a solid block, I think. Solid block of water. Okay, well, let's just widen this a little bit, and then we'll go get a bucket of water and fill it in more. Anyways, because they're pathing to that, basically. So it's this person, this villager sees that they can go over there. See, easy. Pronouns. Super easy. If the Bible used pronouns, oh, so much stuff would be better. And like when I try to talk about men, women, and everyone in between, not everything, because then you're dehumanizing them and being like calling them a thing, but just people. People with their decision of what they want to be identified as. That's all that is. Sorry, I kind of feel a little guilty because I was a little brash about how I was talking about that earlier, and that's not what I'm trying to accomplish here. I'm not trying to diss on people trying to make a change in their life. Like, that's totally fine, but just to be realistic with like the South Park mentality. And basically everything comes back to South Park. Like those creators, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, who are actually from up in the mountains of Colorado, but they're more South Park, which are like more hills, rolling grasslands, but there are mountains like all around. I mean, don't get me wrong. And same with Buena Vista. Buena Vista wasn't like on a mountain. It was in a valley surrounded by mountains. It was awesome. But yeah. far enough away from society to where weird stuff happened. People just had a lot of time to sit and think, and like there's a lot of that going on, a lot of hippy dippy stuff going on up there. And yeah, it's it's good for good for society. So it's good to bring that insight around too. And it's not exclusively to there. It's just a small town mentality where people have to live with each other, so they have to think about how they phrase their communications to not like stir up trouble. I mean, that's actually a pretty big thing up there is like respect. So, I'm not saying it doesn't exist in the cities, but it's just a lot harder to come by because it's easier up here if you make a mistake to just not admit it. Although I was kind of waiting for some people. Sorry, that just reminded me of a thing I did do up here. I was on my lunch break, and like I was at Chick-fil-A, and I don't support their anti-LGBTQ stuff, but I love their chicken, so that's all I'll say about that. But and I do have a family that are yada 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 whatever. So I went there for lunch, and there was some high school kids, and I could tell like there was a chance that they were gonna try to like stand together. But there was like two of them were like in line, and I got in line behind them, and then this whole gaggle of people, like it had to have been like 5 or 6 people, came in after me. Okay, and I'm on my lunch hour. I don't have a lot of time. They're on their lunch hour. I get it. They don't have a lot of time, but they were not in line, and that's just kind of in my defense. And they kept looking at me, and I was just looking at my phone, and they like went to like go stand. They were like, I could see they were trying to like edge their way in front of me, and they were talking to each other, and I just stood my ground. I just kept up. Anyways, the moral of the story is by the end of it, I think this girl even made a noise. I think it was one of the boys' girlfriends or whatever, the kids' girlfriends, and like, um, and then I looked at her. I was like, I'm sorry, what? And she just didn't say anything. Like, because I was waiting for them to be like, you cut me, and I'd be like, oh no, I don't think I did, and I was waiting for it, and I was gonna politely say that, but they didn't have the courage to do that, so they probably thought I was a jerk, or just weird or whatever, and maybe I misunderstood the situation. But as I think back, because I like to double check my decisions, like we all do, but just to verify what I did was right, you know, they were not in line, I was in line, you know, and the fact that they didn't go further and the boys didn't say anything, like they didn't like, it was the girl that made a noise or something, and I was like, okay, yeah, what's going on? And I think I even said that. I was like, what's going on? And she didn't say anything. And so then I had my lunch and my food. Anyways, that's the problem though, is because misunderstandings too. Although at the same time, it could be like trying to, punk someone out. Like, oh, like this guy, haha, that mob mentality, which is a human characteristic. Like, when you get into a gaggle of people, especially as you're, a teenager, and you're on your lunch break, and you're already dealing with a lot of nonsense, having to go to school all the time, and blah blah blah. But at the same time, you gotta have people that'll check you, that'll teach you your manners again. Because I mean, if you want to take advantage of somebody and cut in front of them, you're punking them out. You're basically making them subhuman, subverting them to less than human standards. So, and that's how you get racism. That's how you get social inequality. So, that's a pretty big stretch for what happened, what transpired there that day. I got my chicken. They got their chicken. It wasn't a big deal. Nobody died. But at the same time, lessons were learned. Or not. I don't know. But whatever. I don't care. I mean, I do to a point, but I can only care so much. At a certain point, it's up to their parents or their college classmates. And one of them, it'd be funny to hear like, watch they got the tiki talkies, the TikToks, and all that. Which I don't know. I might have to look into getting that. I love YouTube just because it's just so fun and easy, but TikTok's another thing. And then from a white hat cybersecurity professional standpoint or a white hat standpoint, it's it's a little dangerous to get the TikTok, so you got to make sure everything on your phone is secure, which I don't know. I mean, and then you got to, I don't know, that's giving a lot of access to a Chinese company. But at the same time, I'm giving a lot of access to everything I know and like a lot of stuff that I can share legally. I mean, but even the stuff that I can't legally share, I don't have. And it's also you can easily find how to hack on YouTube. I mean, it's easier to find how to protect against all those hacks. So, thankfully we're getting to a point where it's not going to matter that it's all the information's out there on the internet already, but you can go look it up yourself. I don't need to tell you. And that's it. All the other stuff like computer science and math and science in general, like I'm still working on trying to teach math, even though I'm in no way a math teacher. In fact, I should probably reach out to my colleague who is a math teacher at a school. I think it's a high school. It's either a high school or like an intermediary between high school and college, like a gap year school. I want to say it's like a Christian academy, so and that's fine if it is. I was just saying that a lot of people in my family had a bad experience with Catholicism, or well, yeah, Catholic school. But I like to think that it's changed. It's come a long way. All right, let's see. I guess let's just make a bunch more glass and. Oh yeah, we were gonna write down the things, but really, I'll try to include links to the heat pump things. Yeah, just in these playlists, just and links in general, because I also just saw this thing where they have um, rollable sheets of solar panels. So that looked really cool. I want to look into that more. Basically, things that I got from social media. This particular one was from LinkedIn, and I really try not to spend a lot of time on LinkedIn because that's my professional area. And like, if I have to dust off the old resume and the old LinkedIn, like, you know, AKA looking for another job, which I really hope. That's why I don't really talk about my work too much on here. Because I say some things that might upset some people, and they might be like, hey, I'm going to call your work and tattle on you. And no, please don't do that. Plus, I mean, it would have to be really bad. I don't think I've said anything that would really, but you never know. So it's nice to have that layer of ambiguity between the two, like a ghostwriter. I mean, a lot of the famous authors of of years past, that's what they did. They wrote under pen names. Like, I mean, partly because they were embarrassed of their work, potentially, or I don't know, but, they just didn't want to be associated with their work until they knew it was good. I don't know, I got my face right on there, and on the X app, I've got my name right there. Like, I might need to rethink some things, but at the end of the day, I try to act in ways where that's not going to be an issue. Like, I'm not going to have the cops breaking down my door or an angry mob with pitchforks coming towards me. Like, I like to think that a lot of these ideas that I discuss on here are already kind of thought between a lot of people. So, and they are. There's some more radical ones, but we don't need to be getting into those. Like, really, I'm just an advocate for legal cannabis and mental health. Um, Taking away the stigma from mental health, like getting therapy and stuff. I'm in therapy now, and I'm like, I've been in therapy. I've done stuff before, and it's a healthy thing to do because it's always good to work on yourself. And sometimes it takes some pretty big disasters to get to that point, but um, you know what? So be it. Like, you get there, start working on yourself. Although it'd be nice to just make it available to everybody, and I think that's what another thing I'd like to work towards. Just as like a side project, try to get like certified as a substance abuse counselor, and then do like, or even just encourage somebody that does that for a living to do a YouTube channel. Which, if it doesn't exist already, I really got to add that caveat with a lot of these things as I think out loud. Is like, there's a chance it already exists. I know there's a math tutor that talks about all the math that you ever need to know on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, and I subscribe to him. So if you check out, I think you can look at my subscriptions. I mean, I know on Twitch you can show your support of people, and I do that, like, if nothing else, because I haven't streamed Twitch in almost a year now, but like, because once I found out the monetization there and like the level that you have to do, it's insane. You have to stream so much, and I don't know. And so that's why, like, if you do it for money, it's not a good idea. But if you do it for the fun and the community, then yeah, it's all right. And you can still make some pretty good money from it once you get up into like thousands and thousands of followers at least. I mean, if not hundreds of thousands or millions. Um, but yeah, so I digress. I don't know where we at with this. I might do some off-camera farming, and I'm kind of running out of things to say, and I don't want to keep drawing on and like recording nonsense that, you know, when I get something good, I'll show you, and I'll keep doing the shorts. I did the Pope is the Pope Batman, and it got 100 views. So all right, cool. I've had shorts pop out, get like 5,000 views. I think is my highest view count at this point, this particular juncture of my YouTube career. And that's fine because my stuff isn't the most interesting. I don't say like and subscribe on all my stuff, but I'm just out here trying to teach and trying to learn too. Because I mean, a lot of this stuff I'm building up my own understanding of alternative energy resources, this fuel pump thing especially. So I'm gonna be making a short about that, and maybe even recording something separate, like that's only like a minute long, and like give the numbers, the facts, and jump around in Minecraft, or even do something cool. Like, I don't know, set up like a roller coaster. Oh, Oh, we're doing it. We're doing a roller coaster of science, of education. Okay. All right, and I know the alarm's gonna go off any minute now, but oh wait, what are we doing? So we need sticks, we need iron, we need wood. Let's just make a bunch of sticks. Oh, let's free this cat. This poor cat's been. There you go. I mean, you kind of got there. You got stuck there, and you're gonna spaz out. There you go. Oh, are you trying to hunt the rabbits or something? Anyways, yeah, this isn't important stuff. And if I turn this into a podcast, which I did for the other playlist, I might have to go back and fix that because there's a lot of time where I'm just playing Minecraft, and then I'm starting to talk about Minecraft and all this, and people listening to it like in their car or on the drive or whatever, it'd be like, what the heck? Like, what? Where'd he go this time? But I don't know. That could be entertaining in itself, I suppose. But I could make the roller coaster. Oh, we need some gold, so I'm gonna do some mining. Oh, the books though, and honestly, it's just like, what are the ideas? Do we still have the books? We got the chests, and we need. Where did the book go? I think I just got rid of that stuff. Dang it. Um, let's keep that. And the paper and the ink. Where's the? See, like this would be one of those such moments. It'd be like, what is he talking about? What is he doing? I can't see. Like, you know. All right, so that's a baby. We need some leathers. Did I get one from that? You need 4. Nope. Just got rabbit meat. So there we go. Although I do want to breed some rabbits with some carrots eventually. Okay. And let's see. Nothing? Oh, man. All right, yeah, I'm going to have to get some carrots. And for that, I'm going to need some bone meal for that. But I think we got rid of all that. So we need more. Always more. But anyways, for now, we can put the chest here to put the stuff here. So once we do get ready to build it, then it can actually be in the appropriate area. So there we go. Let's leave the leathers, the book, the feather, the ink, the paper. Yeah. Oh, and the roller coaster. This will all be, yeah, this is our project island. I like it. Now let's put the boat back on where that was docked at. And you do want to put them in item frames, because what I found out was, yeah, here I go, talking about Minecraft instead of world problem solving. It's because villagers tend to get stuck in them if you leave them just laying out. So if they walk too close to it. What are you doing up at night? See, I don't know if this is the unemployed one or if it's the blue shirted ones. I don't know. Or maybe just not employed yet. I was going to say if I have some wood, we could tell. Alright, and I think I'm actually going to AFK, cook some dinner and stuff, but I'll be back. Let's see, where are we at now? Yeah, like a minute and a half out. So, yeah, and eventually I need to get to... I'm a little upset. Jamboard is going away. That was a really cool whiteboard application from Google. That was free, and, you know, and they're retiring it. So, yep, there's the alarm. It's still a minute early. Huh, a minute and some change early. Oh well. So, but anyways, because I need to organize these thoughts together to just be able to share a link to a Google Doc and be like, hey, check out this information. And then I would have like the actual facts of that and then a link there because you can just put a link in the document that would go back to where the slideshow is or where the information came from, where the studies came from. That way that anybody that might, you know, because there is going to be a lot of concern from the gas and oil industry because we're basically trying to gut all energy heating. Like 20% of the pollution also, you know, it's you got to imagine how many buildings use gas heat, you know. Yeah, so some people are going to be without jobs, but then hopefully we can find equal replacements of jobs for those and keep everybody employed and keep costs down. So even if we could just reduce costs, people working at like say McDonald's should be able to live comfortably. You know, that would be the ideal place to get to, like comfortably for the wage. Like, you know, have a tiny home, have a shipping container house, or a trailer. I mean, trailers would be more popular if they were more energy efficient and if you actually owned the land that they were on. And so I feel like we need to raise awareness for that. Like some wealthy philanthropist needs to buy a bunch of land, put a bunch of trailers or container homes or tiny homes on it with garages so they keep the cars protected, and then sell the land as micro plots. Like sell the land and the house, and you now own a house and a small chunk of land. And when you get ready to upgrade to a bigger chunk of land and a bigger house, there you go. But it's amazing that we don't have that short step, or like apartments or condos that you could afford, like, you know, just maybe a couple 100,000, and that'd be it. Or even like 100,000. If we could get a house down to that much, here's a trailer. You just need to have $100,000 loan, pay it off in, 10, 20 years, and you can live comfortably in this tiny home. I mean, if you end up getting a husband or wife or a partner or whatever, and then you can be able to afford two plots, you could even get two that are together, get a double-sized plot. There should be that level of granularity that way. So, all right, anyways, I've rambled past 30 minutes, so ta-ta for now. I'll see y'all in the next one.